Good morning, students. I'm again here with Cambridge International School, the SUA, with our e-learning initiative. So let's learn something in economics for today. So let's begin today's activity. Yes, so we were doing chapter number 4. So we covered certain things, degrees of elasticity of demand. So we have covered 5 degrees of elasticity of demand. And then with those degrees, we learned about slope and elasticity. We learned about the effect of elasticity. With the difference different types. So how will be the if two curves are intersecting each other, elasticity curves are going to intersect each other, so what will be the elasticity and which will be more elastic? So we covered all these things in the last chapter, last lesson, last slides which we have covered in YouTube. So subject for today, which we are doing, is economics again. Topic is factors affecting price elasticity of demand. Then this is your grade 11 and I am Miss Sarita Sani. So let's begin with today's activity. So topics which we are going to cover today is factors affecting price elasticity of demand and the questions to be done for today. So what are the questions which we are going to cover today? So this is related to only factors. So today is the simple topic which we are going to cover. Before beginning with the topic of today, so I want to give you some tips. So whenever we have to attempt the question like factors affecting elasticity, price elasticity of demand, like the maximum question which CBSE asks in these board exams or this grade 11 exams, so the question will be of, that is of 6 marks. So maximum question is of 6 marks. So that means the question which we are going to attempt is we have to cover at least, now in those questions we need to write only 6 points, and that should be the solid point with heading and then explanation in detail. So I'll tell you how we have to attempt. So I'll give you the factors with that point of view, how you have to attempt the answer. So I'll discuss 9 factors with you, but when the question will be asked, that will be of 6 marks maximum. So you need to at least learn 6 points to the full extent, and you are able to explain it in a nice manner. So then you are able to secure 6 out of 6 in this type of question. So let's begin with today's topic in detail. So factors affecting price elasticity of demand. So what does it mean? A change in price does not always lead to the same proportionate change in demand. So this we have discussed with elasticity of demand. So yes, the degree of change in the price and the proportionate change in demand will never be same. So it may be differ, it may be differ in each other's terms. So for example, when we talk about a small change in price of AC may affect its demand on considerable extent, whereas large change in price of salt may not affect its demand. So that means if the price of AC will change, the little bit people who wanted to buy AC, they just they will not buy the AC because of the increase in the price of the AC. So, but when the price of salt is increased, so large change in the price of salt may not affect its demand because it is going to be a necessity of life. So elasticity of demand is different for different goods. So when the goods are in the category of luxury, that is like AC, so we are just talking about considering the group of poor people. So for poor people, AC is the luxury. Fine. So in this term, the change in demand will be will be little bit. But when we talk about the elasticity of demand regarding necessities of life like salt, so salt everybody needs to cook their food. So salt is we are using it for many purposes. So because of that, the demand may not affect its price. Change in price, maybe it is increasing, it will not increase. So in that case, its demand will not be affected by any of the changes in price. So this is what we're going to discuss. So there are certain factors which affect elasticity of demand. So let's discuss those factors. The first factor, nature of commodity. So elasticity of demand of a commodity is influenced by its nature. Nature, like my nature is good or bad. So similarly, the commodities also has a nature. So a commodity for a person may be necessity. So it may be necessarily goods. So that is necessity of life. Then is you can say it may be the necessity. Then next may be a comfort or a luxury. So these all things are different. So we will discuss in detail. So when we talk about necessity, when a commodity is necessity like food, grains, vegetables, medicines, etc. So necessity means जरूरी, जो चीजें हम हमारे लिए बहुत बहुत जरूरी हैं, ठीक है. Its demand generally is inelastic as it is required for human survival. So क्योंकि हमें जिंदा रहने के लिए ये चीजें चाहिए. So that is the most important thing. So its demand does not fluctuate with change in price. So price बढ़े या कम हो, so it will not affect the demand. So it will be always bought by the people. Fine. So next is the when a commodity is comfort like fan, refrigerator, etc. Its demand is generally elastic as consumer can postpone its consumption. Like somebody wants to buy a fan, so that person needs fan, but still the summer season has not arrived. So in this case he can postpone his demand till the summer season when he has necessity, he has the like he has a most requirement of that particular comfort in that season. So in that time he will buy the product. So when there is a postponement, then the demand is always elastic in nature. Then as when a commodity is luxury like AC, DVD player, etc., its demand generally more elastic as compared to demand for comforts. So comforts demand will not change, but if we talk about the luxuries, if the price is increasing, then obviously people will demand less. So it is more elastic in nature. So the term luxury, this is very important thing. So the term luxury is relative term, as any item like AC may be luxury for a poor person but necessity for a rich person. So this is what the definition of luxury I was discussing with you. So let's move on to the second topic, that is, so the next factor which affects the elasticity of demand is availability of substitutes. So what is we have done that substitutes are the two goods which are used at place of each other, uh, at place of each other. So like Coke and Pepsi, like tea and coffee, so these things are like substitutes, close substitutes for each other. So when we talk about this, demand for commodity with large number of substitutes will be more elastic. So if we have many substitutes available for a particular product, that in that case the elasticity of demand is more elastic, and the reason is that even a small rise in its price will induce buyers to go for its substitutes. So we can take the example of they have just said it, rise in the price of Pepsi encourages buyers to buy Coke and vice versa. Thus, availability of close substitutes makes the demand sensitive to change in the prices. So similarly, we can take the example of bathing soaps. So we have got, if the price of Lux is increasing, then people will definitely shift to the Rexona and other like Godrej number one. So many soaps are available, and so we can think accordingly. So this is how the price elasticity is always changing. So thus availability of close substitutes makes the demand sensitive to change in the prices. Next is, on the other hand, commodities with few or no substitutes like wheat and salt have less price elasticity. So wheat, we don't have any close substitute. Salt, we don't have any close substitute. So because of that, their demand is always less elastic demand. Fine. So next, let's talk about the next factor, that is income level. So when what about the income? So they are talking about the income of the people here. So elasticity of demand for any commodity is generally less for higher income level groups. in comparison to the people with low incomes. So elasticity of demand is always more, is less for higher income level groups and as compared to low incomes. So it happens because rich people are not influenced much by changes in the price of goods. So why it happens? Because rich people are always having money, and if the price is increasing, then also they are going to buy this thing. So in this case, the elasticity of demand is less elastic. So but poor people are highly affected by increase or decrease in the price of goods. So as a result, demand for lower income group is highly elastic. So I guess this is clear to you. So let's move to the next thing, that is level of price. So when level of price also affects the price elasticity of demand. So costly goods like laptop, AC, etc. have a highly elastic demand, because as the price increases, these are like sensitive to prices, changes in prices. So their demand is highly elastic, means it can be changed easily. So it will fluctuate. So however, demand for inexpensive goods like needle, matchbox, etc., it is inelastic. So whatever the prices people will buy, that is they are going to buy for whatever the price is there. So change in prices of such goods do not change their demand by considerable amount. So demand will not change with this. So that is why we have inelastic demand here. Next is postponement of consumption. Yes, there are certain things whose like consumption we can postpone. So like I need something for today, or I need something after few days, so I can postpone the like buying that particular product. So what is that postpone of consumption? ऐसा नहीं होता कि आज मैं खाना ना खाऊं, ठीक है, उसके बाद मैं बोलूँ आज नहीं खाया तो आज की मैं अपनी कंजम्पशन पोस्टपोन करता कल खाऊंगा. No doubt people are doing like this when they're doing fasting, but still postponement of consumption is sometimes affect your demand. So how they are affecting, the first we will discuss about commodities like biscuits, soft drinks, etc., whose demand is not urgent, because these are the things when these are things which we need after, or we can say the extra things which we are consuming after our food. So the basic necessity is food. So we cannot have, or we can have, that is our choice. So have highly elastic demand as their consumption can be postponed in case of an increase in their prices. So जब भी prices increase हो जाएंगे, एक simple example बताती हूँ. So maximum people, they are preferring to buy onion. Yes, so most of the years, if I talk about economics, there is always increase in the price of onion. So when the price of onions are increasing, so people start consuming less of that commodity, or some people they start even they stop their like buying of onions. So in this case, the demand that will be which we can postpone, like onions demand, so we have highly elastic demand. So I guess that is clear to you. Next thing is some of the drugs, like life-saving drugs, have medicines, etc. So whatever the reason, whatever the price, so we need to buy those things, those drugs. So in that case, we cannot postpone the consumption of that particular drug. So in this case, this is inelastic demand in the case of life-saving drugs or medicines. Is number of uses. So if the commodity under consideration has several uses, then its demand will be elastic. Like milk, we can take the example of milk. Milk have many uses. So another example which I have mentioned in this, that is electricity. So we are using it for many purposes. So let's discuss about this first. Number of uses. If the commodity under consideration has several uses, then its demand will be elastic. When price of such a commodity increases, then it is generally put to only more urgent uses. So and as a result, its demand falls. So when the prices fall, then it is used for satisfying even less urgent needs and demand rises. So when prices fall, we just use it for more purpose. So again, I can give you example of onion here. So when the price of onion is not increased, so in that case we are using it for salads, we are using it for raw form, we are using it for making any of the curries. So for many other purposes, we are using it in the raw form for making sandwiches, for pizza and all. So we have multiple uses for the particular thing. So we use it for even less urgent needs. So demand always rise when the price is falling. So that is also the point. Next is, for example, electricity. So electricity is a multiple use commodity. Fall into the price will result in substantial increase in its demand. So people will use more AC, more heat convectors. So all these things are like we start consuming more of electricity. So where it was not employed formerly due to its high price. So because of its high price, we are not preferring to use more of these things. Fine. So when once the price will fall down for electricity, then obviously we will have to pay higher. So elasticity where the uses are more, so it is elastic. Commodity with no or few alternative uses has less elastic demand. So when we don't have any other alternative use for the commodity, then in that case the demand for the product is elastic in nature. Next is share in total expenditure. So expenditure is the like expenses. So proportion of consumers' income that is spent on particular commodity also influences the elasticity of demand for it. Greater the proportion of income spent on the commodity also influences the elasticity of demand for it. Now I can give you example. In the recent 2 days, what happened? The price of diesel has increased, and now if somebody is into the transportation business, obviously for transportation purposes, he need to spend now more than what he was spending before. Yes. So in that case, greater proportion of his income is going for the goods which are now having more prices. So so you can see here, greater the proportion of income spent on the commodity, more is the elasticity of demand for it. So if somebody is spending more for the diesel because his business is of transportation, so in that case what happens? So the elasticity of demand will be more. So greater the proportion of income spent on the commodity, more is elasticity of demand for it, and vice versa. Demand for goods like salt, needle, soap, which are like not expensive, so on which we are not spending much part of the income, small proportion of the income we are spending for these things. So in this case the demand is always inelastic in nature. Fine. So when prices of such goods change, consumers continue to purchase almost the same quantity of these goods. So we will never think to buy less of these products because that much price, because these things are not very expensive. So these are the like simple goods, and that will not be very with a high price. So if the prices will be changed, that will be little bit increase. So in this case, what will happen? They will still continue. So as a consumer, I will also continue to buy all these things, matchbox and needle, so all these things. So however, if the portion of income spent on the commodity is large, so if we spend very much of the portion, fine, the demand for the commodity will be elastic. So demand will be always elastic for this. Fine. Now let's move to the next thing. Next, so that is time period. So price elasticity of demand is always related to period of time. It can be a day, it can be a week, it can be a month, it can be a year. So or a period of several years. So like your 5-year plans, so we have 5 years plan. So that is also the time period which we consider. Elasticity of demand varies directly with the time period. Demand is generally inelastic in the short period. So demand is generally inelastic in the short period. So it happens because consumers find it difficult to change their habits in the short period in order to respond to a change in the price of the given commodity. So inelastic in the short period, and for the long period, uh, It happens because consumers find it difficult to change their habits. Yes, आज या कल में हम अपनी हैबिट तो नहीं चेंज कर सकते. We need some time to change ourselves. ठीक है. कुछ लोग ठोकर खा के संभलते हैं, तो ठोकर खाने में भी 5 साल में लग जाए, या किसी को एक दिन में लग जाए. सो इट इज अप टू यू. योर हैबिट्स चेंज विद दिस. सो आई कैन गिव यू. सो अगर तो आपने शॉर्ट पीरियड में मानेंगे, तो इट विल मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इन इलास्टिक मान के चलते हैं हम लोग. क्या कहते हैं, डिमांड जो है इन इलास्टिक है. It will be inelastic. Fine. So in the short period, so in order to respond change in the price of the given commodity, so difficult to change their habits in the short period. एक या दो दिन में हमारी habit नहीं change होती. ठीक है. However, demand is more elastic in long run as it is comparatively easier to shift to other substitutes if the price of the given commodity rises. Yes. So suppose like I'm your teacher, so I was teaching in the short run only economics, but maybe in the long run I can acquire one more degree of business studies, so I will teach you business studies. So in this point the demand is more elastic. That means I can have more demand for, even somebody can learn more from me for the business studies. So demand is more elastic in the long run as it's comparatively easier to shift to other substitutes. So maybe students like to learn more of the business studies as compared to economics from me. So now here the demand is changing because of the long run period. So demand for business study will increase and the demand for economics will decrease for students to study from me. So that is the point. Now the next point is habits. So commodities which have become habitual necessities for the consumers have less elastic demand. Now I can give you the best example which I've seen. Even the many videos are available from yesterday when Delhi government has opened liquor shops. So what happened? All the people who were already into the habit of drinking alcohol, they will always think to have whatever happens to the world. They are not even thinking of anything. So in this case, the demand will be less elastic. So for all the people who are into the drugs, who are addicted to any of the drugs like cigarettes, they are addicted to smoking, tobacco, or alcohol. So their demand will be less elastic in this case. So it happens because such a commodity becomes a necessity for the consumer and he continues to purchase even if even if its price rises. चाहे जो भी हो जाए वो बंदा खरीद के खाएगा पिएगा ये जरूर करेगा. ठीक है. So this is what they are talking about, the habits. So all these things are affecting your elasticity of demand. Now next move questions to be done for today. First, we have to learn all the factors. So all 9 factors, you need to name the factors affecting the elasticity of demand. Then you have to discuss all the factors in detail with examples. So that is your homework for today. Now, in the end, I would say God bless you. Enjoy learning at home. And please pray for humanity so that COVID-19 pandemic will end soon and we will have a healthy living even in our environment, and we will not just lock down in our home, and we will learn again in the classes like we were doing earlier. So let's meet very soon, so that for meeting soon, we need to pray a lot to the God for humanity so that this COVID-19 vaccine will be generated soon, or it may be vanished from the world. So I feel in the end, you should still not forget to learn at home. So as we are doing all together, we need not to suffer in our studies. Whether COVID-19 pandemic is like affecting the whole world, but still we are there to help you out so that your studies will not affect. So thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy learning at home. Stay healthy, happy, and stay at home. Thank you.